So I don't have a computer science degree, and I also did not take any coding boot camps, but I was able to land a job in tech, and this is how I did it. The very first thing that I did was go onto the website called Free Code Camp, and on there they have just a bunch of different modules on different coding languages. I started out with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python, and it's a real confidence booster, especially if you have absolutely no experience with coding prior to wanting to go into that field. The next thing that I did was find a job at a tech company. Any role, I just wanted to be in proximity of people that had the role that I wanted at the time. So in the company that I ended up working at, they had a mentorship program, and I was paired up with one of the developers, and they essentially mentored me. I got to ask any questions that I wanted, and I learned a lot more about the role of a developer. Two of the things that my mentor told me was to start a blog and also just to continue networking. So I ended up looking for some certificate courses that I could take, and I ended up taking one on web development, JavaScript, and also UI and UX design. Within those classes, I was working on different projects and I was able to ask my instructors for help. They also gave a lot of great insight when it came to accessibility and best practices, but I was also able to connect and network with my classmates. As a result of that experience, I realized that I really loved front-end web development, and so I found this website called Front End Mentor, and basically on that website, there are just a bunch of different projects and you can filter it based off of your expertise or based off of the different languages that you know and build projects. Because my mentor had told me that it's also beneficial to have a blog, I decided to take the projects that I was building from Front End Mentor and just document my process. That way, when I was applying for jobs going forward, I had these projects in my portfolio. So after doing that for a while, I realized that, okay, as much as I really do enjoy front-end web development, that's not something that I can see myself doing for a long period of time because I don't really have creative control over the websites that I'm building unless I decided to freelance. So I'm like, okay, what skills do I have prior to learning how to code that I can maybe take with me? And I have always been a writer. So I'm like, okay, I know how to code. I'm a really great writer. And then I came across the role of a technical writer, and that is what I do today. I really love being in the product marketing space, and I know that having that foundational knowledge about these different coding languages did give me a leg up against other applicants. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing to get a job in the tech industry, networking, starting a blog, and also just not disregarding the skills that I had prior to learning how to code.